This is a tactic for driving more priority to your top blog posts or articles. Blog posts or articles where you feel they should really be ranking on Google. They're really good. You put a lot of work into them. You really want them to rank, and you want them to rank well. You want them to be in positions 1 through 3 on Google. And so you can actually structure your site so you drive, especially if you have a lot of blog posts or a lot of articles, you can structure your site so that you drive more priority within Google to these specific posts. And I'm making this episode because I got this question yesterday. Shout out to Angel, who asked me the question. And Angel said, I have all these blog posts, all these articles, some of which are better than others, and some of which I really want to rank on Google. But the issue is when I create more blog posts, the good ones, they get pushed further back within Google. And, he's using pagination on his blog. So page 1, page 2, page 3, you click through the pages on the blog. And the further away from the homepage a blog post is, the less engagement it's naturally going to get. And if your pages or posts get more engagement, that actually makes them perform better on Google. There are several reasons for that. 1, engagement is a ranking signal. 2, it makes it more likely that these posts or articles will get backlinks. But so the pages and posts that he wants people to see, that he wants to rank on Google, they're getting pushed further back. He was originally worried that because these blog posts were less clicks away from the homepage, that was going to make them do worse just because. So there's this thing in SEO and search engine optimization called click depth. The less clicks from the homepage a page or a post is, the more link juice it gets, the more it is prioritized within Google. It's a very important principle to understand. So the more clicks it takes to get to something on your site, the less priority that has within Google. So if you want to drive the most SEO link juice, the most priority, I like to use the word priority, to a page or a post, you want it to be as few clicks away from your homepage as you can. Now, with blog posts, Google understands that blogs are paginated, and actually the pagination within blogs doesn't really hurt the performance of these blog posts. That's something that a lot of people don't know. Page 1, page 2, page 3, so and so, that actually doesn't really hurt the performance of the blog posts. What does hurt the performance of the blog posts is that they don't get as much engagement because it takes longer to get to them, or they're hidden within your site because they're pushed further away from your homepage. That's what hurts the blog posts. And so here's this trick to fix this if you have blog posts and articles that you really want to be ranking on Google, or you want them to rank better. Very simple trick. Create a page on your site, call it top articles or top blog posts or top resources or highlights or highlighted articles, whatever. Call it something like that. Take these top blog posts and these top articles and then link to them within this page. This is called a hub page, and it's a hub for your top articles and your top blog posts. And then you link to this hub page, top articles, top blog posts, whatever you want to call it. You link to it in your footer or your heading navigation. And think of it like this, a good way to think of it outside of SEO. Let's say you have these blog posts that you feel would really help the visitors to your site and your brand. You would want people to see them. In fact, on edwardsturm.com, on my personal site, I take my own blog posts, which I feel are really good for building brand. I have a blog post that is about how I post my videos on TikTok and Instagram Reels every day. I have a blog post. It's called Pareto SEO. It's the 20% of things in SEO that make 80% of the difference. That one is also really good. I have an article about video SEO and how it's like the most hidden, powerful form of SEO that people don't know about. I take these 3 articles, which I feel are so good, and I actually have them right there in my heading navigation. These articles, they weren't even made to rank on Google. I made them just because I think they're really helpful for visitors, and I get a substantial amount of visitors to my site. Just through social media or through this podcast or through my newsletter, I get a substantial amount of visitors to my site. And so I put these articles, which I think are so good for brand building, I put them in my heading navigation right at the top because I really want people to see them. And it's the same thing if you have blog posts or articles which you feel would be really good for SEO. You feel like they're actually good and they should be ranking, you create this top articles folder. So it would be yoursite.com/top-articles/ and then actually, because you would probably have the article in your blog, that would be the URL, yoursite.com/top-articles. That's it. And that's a page. And then in this page that is linked to in your footer and or linked to in your heading navigation is a list of your top blog posts and your top articles. And that makes them so they're way less clicks. Even if they're older posts or older articles, they're way less clicks away from your homepage. And if you think about it from a user experience perspective, if these things were super good for your users, for your visitors, you would naturally want them to be closer to your homepage so people would see them because it would build brand. And it's the same principle. And so if you are in this position too, where you have older blog posts and older articles and you want to drive SEO priority to them, try this. And that's what I got for you on episode 697 of The Edward Show. This is my daily digital marketing show. I do this thing every day, sharing digital marketing tips, hacks, SEO tips every day, 697 days in a row doing this show. If you want to go deeper into search engine optimization, I have a 13.5-hour SEO course on how to do SEO that actually gets customers, users, and leads. It's a very different kind of SEO than what you might be accustomed to. It's not blog SEO. It's using conversion-based landing pages to actually drive purchase intent to your brand. And you can check out that course at compactkeywords.com. The video at the top of the page explains the method a lot more. compactkeywords.com. Thank you so much for watching if you watched this episode on YouTube. And if you listened on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye now.